You know, every little detail you can figure out about an animal, better. I'm gonna go ahead and make this one like a really growling one. You guys want to see the open mouth?
Yeah,
open mouth.
whatever you want to do.
Mouth tiger. Here's that whole using the face, colors of the face. Everything's branching out from the eyes. And now that I've got my sponge loaded, now I'm throwing down highlights, just like I was saying before, that you know, everything goes in order. And now I'm doing like subtle stuff. All right, okay, so I got this blue in here, I got this maroon in here. Make a blue-eyed kitty?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Close your eyes.
Beautiful blue.
Yeah, well, she has green eyes. Something about purple and brown is usually the best colors for green eyes.
So you got two blues mixed together in it?
Yeah, well, I threw a little bit, I got some blue on there, and then I threw also a little bit of purple in there just to deepen it up. It's real subtle. Like, you know, I want to match her outfit here.
Oh, yeah.
Like pulling this up here. So I'm going to start with these wrinkles here. And I'm doing them first in brown. And that way I can go back and make them deeper. This is all about the layers. If you want to get that kind of that realistic thing going, you got to get these layers down.
Sorry.
All right, let's skip these fangs on here. I don't have a lot of room. I'm going to make this the tongue. So first I'm going to split the lip. Right, get those first teeth in there. I'm going to make that little section of teeth. And the thing is with cats' teeth, they have this gap. They got that little row of teeth thing. Same thing with a wolf. And then they got these huge gap. Then the fangs come down because the bottom teeth are going to come up and saddle into that gap. So here's where I'm going to make the fangs with the gap. And then that is down below this gap. This is where these fangs are going to go, just below here. So those will fit nicely up into there. Just going to make little round little knobs for the teeth there. I'm going to give this cat some big black lips. I'm going to make the whiskers coming in and like up, and they're going to be. I'm going to have Fibonacci sequence. I'm going to make big dots on the outside, and they're going to slowly turn into little dots. So first, let me see here. But I also make them a little bit dirty and a little bit sloppy because realism. It's not perfect little dots. It's not how it looks in nature. And then kind of drag that down here. So now I got this gradual fade. I'm going to leave that because I can go back and do the details of the tongue. And if you just put a line down the center, then that gives the whole impression of the tongue. That's good enough. But I'm going to let that dry so I can get some better details. And while I'm letting that dry, I'm like, okay, well I'll throw in my highlights on my teeth. And just like before, I'm not going to make paint the whole thing in red. I'm just going to do white highlights so it looks right. Right? white goes underneath her eyes. Open your eyes, look up. But to really make them stick out, I'm going to give it black eyeliner too. Yep. I can use a rake brush to do the hair. I'm going to do I'm going to get this pretty wet and mix up some brown and some black. And with that, I get really fast.
Oh, see, I always go the other way. That's maybe the problem. Go down that way instead of up that way. Normally go down.
Ah, then you get those crap paint strokes, right?
Yeah.
Then you can see everything.
Yeah.
Now that just finishes off the
It
face.
It's like bearded lady.
It's what?
Bearded lady.
Yeah. And keep your eyes closed just for a little bit until I figure it out. Bless you. Okay, so what color are these spots? These are real deep indigo. Well, I'm gonna make this nice. Kind of gonna go, like it's a fantasy cat, so I'm kind of gonna go for these like slutty, girly lines. But it's also
Pretty slutty.
yeah. Well, here I'm trying to make the back, you know, shade this, but I'm trying to make everything like hairy. So let me get I'm gonna get on these spots now. See if I can make them kind of match. I think I'm just gonna go for a really, really, really dark purple. And first, I'm gonna go for some bigger versions of these spots. You gotta throw a few little freckles in there if you really want to sell it.
What size round do you like to work with? Is it a 3 or a 4?
What's that?
The round that you work with? What do you prefer?
This is the
Is it a little?
Superstar Nick Wolfe signature series.
Sorry.
But there's only 50 in existence, and they're going to make more though.
4, 6, 8.
It's some factory in Germany, I can't remember. But they make brushes for a whole bunch of people. Oh yeah. And something about, I'm going to do blue / purple eyeshadow. Yeah. Alright, close your eyes. Because then it'll make her eyes really green. And match the shirt. And then we'll throw some white whiskers on there.
Slutty eyes.
All kitties like the slutty eye. I don't know what to call it though, you know, honestly. The glamour eye.
Smoky eye.
Smoky
Smoky
eye.
Yeah.
It's not really smoky.
No.
But yes, that's what it's called when you're getting married.
Yeah.
I always say, I want to look natural, but I want to look, you know, what's the 2 words? I want to look natural, but I want to look glamorous. And then at the end, you keep going back and forth, and then you just want the smoky eye anyway.